Hey guys, the Commander Casual here. I'm going to take you through a deck tech of my Sidisi Brood Tyrant Ratpocalypse deck. So the deck is all about. It's sorry, I should start off by saying that this deck is something I built out of a viewer suggestion by Little Big Dutton, and he suggested that I do something interesting with running Dream Halls and Blood Bond March. I know some of the cards on this look the wrong color for some reason. Like this has black borders and some of the lands have color borders. Sorry, that's just a weird MTGO thing that's been going on lately. Anyway, uh, so Dream Halls is an enchantment, and rather than pay the mana cost for spell, you can discard a card that shares a color with it, and then you basically abuse that with a creature of the same type and Blood Bond March. So Blood Bond March is whenever a player casts a creature spell, each player returns all cards with the same name as that spell from his or her graveyard to the battlefield. So in Commander, this is pretty much just a one-sided thing for us because unless you're playing against a Relentless Rats or a Shadowborn Apostles deck, it's not really going to come up in any other way. So this was the deck that I ended up building around it. I knew that I had to be in Sultai colors to play the Bloodbond March and Dream Halls together, and I talked with Little Big Dutton about maybe adding red to try and abuse Impact Tremors and Perforos, or adding white for some more enchantment support. But this is what I ended up on because Sidisi lets me fill my graveyard up a lot faster, which helps put all the rats into my graveyard more, so we can basically play off Blood Bond March a little bit more. So the mana base is pretty basic. I put a Dryad Arbor in here just because it counts as a creature, which is another trigger for Sidisi. Blighted Woodland, Cabal Coffers, Command Tower, Crypt of Agadeem, Evolving Wilds, Exotic Orchard, Myriad Landscape, Opulent Palace, Path of Ancestry, Urborg, Terramorphic Expanse, the temples that fit the colors. Couple islands, a few forests, and then a lot of swamps because we're playing really heavy black. Um, as far as the rest of the deck, it's pretty simple. Most of the slots are taken up by Relentless Rats, but we've got a couple things to put more rats in our graveyard that also trigger Sidisi to pump out more zombies. So Entome puts a rat in our graveyard and gets us a zombie if Sidisi's out. We've got Buried Alive, puts 3 rats in our graveyard and gets us a zombie. Gerard's Orders puts a rat in our graveyard and in our hand and gets a zombie for us. And then the rest is kind of all just like a little bit of utility and then ways to play off of it. So got like Birds of Paradise for some mana, Caustic Caterpillar for some removal, Swiftfoot Boots and Lightning Greaves for Sidisi, Regrowth, Demonic Tutor, Cover of Darkness to give our rats fear. Cyclonic Rift because that card's too good not to include in any blue deck. Forbidden Alchemy, Phyrexian Arena, Reclamation Sage, Eternal Witness, Nyx Weaver gives us more tokens. Sultai Ascendancy. Deep Analysis is great because it has flashback, so if we mill it, we can cast it from our graveyard. Same with Increasing Ambition, which is another tutor. Oracle of Moldiah, Splendid Reclamation to get all the lands out of our graveyard. World Shaper, which is a new Rivals card that is similar to Splendid Reclamation, but it's a death trigger, essentially. Ancient Excavation, as I said, the Bloodbond March, and the Gerard's Orders. But yeah, so if I didn't spend enough time kind of explaining this, how the combo works is you discard Relentless Rats to cast Relentless Rats, and then the card you discarded comes back out of the battlefield because of Bloodbond March. So the bad news about this deck is that Dream Halls, after I played it and got the combo going, Dream Halls doesn't actually work on MTGO, or at least it didn't when I recorded my first game for it, which I'll be posting with this video as well. So that was really disappointing, but I still feel like the deck deserves mentioning because it is a really cool deck, and even with Dream Halls not functioning properly, it still works really well, relying on Blood Bond March, Sidisi's Graveyard stuff, and the Relentless Rats. So maybe in the future I might keep this going, but I'd probably cut the Dream Halls just because it doesn't work and focus more on just dumping rats and using Blood Bond March. Other than that, we've just got a bunch of creatures and tutors and stuff like that. Some other value cards, like we've got a Mikaeus, Ratcatcher, Green Warden, Primordial Sage, Seasons Past, Soul the Harvest, Progenitor Mimic, because we can copy either something really scary on the board and keep getting copies of it, or just keep copying rats. Hour of Promise, Acidic Slime, Overrun, Coat of Arms, Thrumming Stone. Thrumming Stone's great in any, well, I should say the commander decks that run the infinite amount of cards, or like the non-limited cards. So Relentless Rats and Shadowborn Apostle works as well. Anyway, the deck was really interesting. It's really cool. Please check out the gameplay video. I posted it too. I probably won't post a lot of gameplay videos just because, again, the combo doesn't actually work in MTGO, which is really unfortunate because it's such a cool deck and it's really, really fun as well. Um, the deck still plays really well because of Blood Bond March. It's not super dynamic just because tons of our slots in our deck are taken up by Relentless Rats, but it is a ton of fun to just overwhelm your opponents with zombies and rats. So, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Please like my video if you liked it. Dislike it if you disliked it. Leave a comment based on what you think of the deck or combos, or if you have any suggestions or anything like that for other decks. I'd love to tackle them. Please check out my channel if you want to see videos I have already up, and please subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future. Thanks for watching.